Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about the Bourne Supremacy, and this movie is directed by Paul Greengrass this time, and stars Matt Damon as well. So the basic story here is Jason Bourne is being framed, and that's really it. And there's plenty of stuff in this movie that I don't really care about, and I found this movie to be really boring, and I just didn't really connect with it all that much. The positives that I have for this movie is that Matt Damon is great as Jason Bourne. Anything that involves his character is interesting, and I like some of the ideas for the action scenes. It's just that they're ruined by horrible editing that really got on my nerves. If there's one thing that irritates me during action sequences, or even in a movie, it's bad editing. And this movie had horrible editing. I could barely tell what was going on. In terms of things that worked for me, there was an emotional moment that happened within the first 20 minutes that I thought was really good, and that's about it. And there was some things in the middle that I really liked. Overall, I just didn't really care about what was happening. I didn't like the villains in this movie. I found them to be really uninteresting, and really the whole story going on in this movie I just didn't connect with, and I think that has to do with the fact that I thought the villain was lame, and anything that was in the first movie that was brought over to this movie, it wasn't interesting in any way. And when I say things that were brought from the first to the second movie, I mean that villainous characters that were in the first movie that didn't get any resolution in that movie, and now they're getting some resolution in this movie. I didn't even like that. It just felt as though I wasn't shown anything new, and it was just irritating because I was just thinking to myself, okay, this again, trying to cover up that Jason Bourne is innocent, and you're just trying to get him killed, because once he's dead, then all your problems will be solved. Great. It's that the entire movie, and I just didn't care about it because there was nothing that was interesting that grabbed me, and I was just kind of bored. I think the saddest thing about this movie is that there's, at the very least, an okay movie in there somewhere, or a solid movie at the very least, but Paul Greengrass kind of just ruins it because everything's like shaky cam, and there's really horrible editing, and it ruins all of the action scenes for me. And I was just sitting back and just watching it. Nothing impressed me. There wasn't any characters introduced in this movie that I cared about, and it's just a nothing movie. And I know a lot of people really like this movie. I just don't connect with it because there's nothing going on that I care about. But at the same time, it's not the worst movie you could watch. There are good things in it. It's not offensive. It's just, its biggest problems for me is that it's really boring. Like, an hour of it is boring, and the rest of it is entertaining at best. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give the Bourne Supremacy a 4 out of 10. So those are my thoughts on the Bourne Supremacy. I know many of you probably disagree with many of the things that I've said. So let me hear what you have to say down below. Because if you enjoyed it, I'm happy for you. I just couldn't get into it. And my social media links, those will all be in the description down below. So follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up. And that's going to be for The Departed. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.